Sup guys, this is the guide video that I don't usually do. It's for editing the wiki. It will work for any Game Vault Wiki because we have the same presets everywhere. So if you manage the wiki and you don't know what to do, you can follow this guide and be able to edit stuff really fast. So basically this is the main page with the categories of content, and when you open it there will be a list of different cards here if you have the preset. If not, you can create it yourself. First thing you want to do, you want to log in or register. If you are not registered, Game Vault won't let you edit or add stuff. So you log in, after that you will get that edit button. So for example, we would like to create the new character page. First, let's make sure that it doesn't exist. This wiki is pretty new, so it doesn't exist. And let's say we want to create Nezuko Kamado from Demon Slayer. Another character. She is an assassin fighter character, so the closest one will be Son Goku for this. Moreover, it's kinda our preset, so let's open this page. And we can see that this page is created. We have all the content that we need over here, and that means that we can use it as a blueprint. So what do? We copy the page address, we paste it in the new tab, and we change the name to the name of the new page. So it will be Nezuko Kamado. Make sure that it's properly typed. Make sure that each first letter is capitalized. That will allow you to follow the wiki style and everything will work way better for you. So it will be kind of the same as other pages. Now here you would like to use the source editor. You click this page and it will open the new page for it. You can type stuff here, and if you show preview it will appear as a text, but that will be too slow. We will open the previous page, open its source editor, select everything with Ctrl A, first click here, then select everything with Ctrl A, Ctrl C to copy, select the new page, click Ctrl V, paste. So now we have basically Son Goku page on Nezuko Kamado page. Nezuko, of course. That's why you gotta be careful. It should be Nezuko. Alright, there we go. So now it's Nezuko Kamado, everything is good, and we got the basic info. Now what do we need to make it work? Basically here you just edit the things. This one, the first file, will be the file that's, let's go back to Goku page, that will be on the right here. The next one, icon, is the icon that will be used when the character is linked to, like there is a character and there is an icon next to it, so that's that image. Those things are not available at all wikis, they like very wiki dependent, but basically that will allow you to select the property for the page that can be used later to make great tables. You don't really need that. It's not the top priority, but if it's available, it's better to keep using it. So that's a character, and class will be assassin, and then she is also a fighter, so she will assign her class of fighter. That means that she will have two classes. And then we got the start of the text. Root page name or page name is easier to use, is the variable in the media wiki that will allow you to get the page name automatically. That will allow you to copy and paste the same blueprint from one page to another and make it easier for you to add new content. So when we kinda do the preview here, we can see that we won't get the page, but we will see that it's all about Nezuko Kamado and we won't have to type it every time. Although other things should be changed. So what you need to do now is to go through all this content and change it according to the new character. Change the class, change the specialization, all that info, and it will work same for all the game wikis on the Game Vault. They're basically kinda using the same structure, so you can do it everywhere. Once again, sometimes you will have the table, sometimes you will have the info box, but here it's already easy to get what you need to do, like this have to be changed, this, and that kind of stuff. So this is Dragon Ball, it will be Demon Slayer. Also important thing, you really don't want to have errors without the text, so this is the header level 2, and structure should be like going like this: header level 2, and then if something included in that content should be header level 3, if something included in that content should be header level 4, etc. So you would like to have several level 2 headers that will be on the table of content on the left, and you can see that it's pretty nicely structured. So follow that thing, and if there is no text after the header, it's usually not the best thing, so you might want to change that. It can be short, but it's better to get more detailed explanation, but you need to know what you're talking about. I haven't played this character yet, so I will leave just a basic sentence here, just not to have it empty. Then over here we have the martial artist, which is not the right skill. Let's do this, so it will be easier for you to see. So the martial artist is this part for Goku, so we need to change the file or this icon and change the description of everything. Usually at this point we just open the character and we see that its first skill is demonic strength, so let's change things around here for that skill. So in this case I just copied the stuff from other source, and we need to change the variables here. That span style color means that this text will be of the different color, so we can leave it intact. There we go. So we fill this up. Now we need to upload this picture. Page name demonic strength. We don't need a root here again. Page name demonic strength. That will automatically pull the right picture for you, so you can get the naming of the images right. So there are two ways how you can do that. You can either upload file while editing, so you can press image and media, file name, here you press upload, go to select a file, go to downloads, we got Nizuka Kamada demonic strength over here, you press here, my own work, okay, save. All right, here you gotta get the description, icon, there we go, save. And that will save the file and it will input it here as well. But since we already got the layout and we already get this thing, we don't really need to do that. So instead, we could just upload the files separately by clicking on the menu over here, going to upload file, open it in the new tab, and here we can just upload the files that we need to upload. So yeah, we can basically just click here and select the area where all the images are stored and select them one by one. So for here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 skills available. Let's import them for this article and just upload them. Make sure that the naming is right. Otherwise, you might need to re-upload the file or change things. It will be a bit infuriating if it will go wrong. So there we go. We get the first picture, we go back, we select the second picture, we upload. All right, once again, you can press back in the browser. I have the hotkey on the mouse for that. Demonic Claw, upload. All right, back. Demonic strength, and we already have it. So the website will warn us that we already have the file with the same name and we don't really want it because we already have it. When you're editing stuff, make sure when you want to have the next line to have 2 spaces between the lines. So if it will be like this on the next line, it will go straight after this text. That's the feature of Media Wiki, so it cannot be edited, so you gotta do enter 2 times in order to get to the next line. Now here, this is the table, the basic table. Here we got the headers, first header, here the name and whatever in the next cell, and you can see that it can be divided by 2 what are those symbols? I don't know, the sticks, whatever. Yeah, or exclamation marks, that will do as well. So here we will need to get level 6 and level 5, so let's do that. There we go. And we need to change those things. If you need to add extra cells, 2 lines, 200 at this point, 2 lines, 215. Moreover, for this table, we need additional rows, so we can do that by pressing enter, line with a dash. That means like divider of lines. Imagine that there is a line here, and this is another row of information. That will be second damage. And once again, bam, bam, bam. Just like that, you input the info in the tables. Okay, so this table is ready, and we got unnecessary thing. There we go. So his normal skills had an empowered version of those skills, and we don't need that. They were like lower headers, so we will just remove that. So we'll select this and delete. Make sure that there is only like one line before the next header, otherwise it will be a bit messy. Sometimes we have to adjust the table to remove the line, the row, so we will just delete this and make sure that it will be closed with this bracket with the line, otherwise it will not look good. So we're done with skills. Let's take a look how they look now. Show preview. You can check it from time to time, because that will allow you to make sure that you're doing everything right. It seems that the skills are looking actually pretty good. Now we need to add the achievements and the combat stats. Let's get it really fast. Okay, here is one important thing for editing. For this achievement, we need to mention another page that will be or is at the wiki. So we will use TVI template. We use double brackets, TVI, then line and name of the page. Tanjiro Kamado. Then when you type the page, you close the brackets, and that will turn into a link that will link to this page with icon from that page that will be assigned at the page over here with the set icon. So that will automate those things, and it will make Wiki look way better. I will show you an example of this in a second. Let me finish the achievements first. As you can see, the links and TVI is used the same way on MediaWiki website and Game Vault. You have two modifications here. First one, when you just write one word, one page after the line, it will link to that page. If you want to have this different name for the page, you write TVI, then the page that you want to link to, then another line, and then the text. So it can be anything. It can be like game mode, and here, this is the best link ever, and it will link to that. So yeah, this is the example how it will look. We got this link over here, the icon, and the name of the page, and it's really convenient because it makes pages more connected. Like here, for example, for those achievements, we have Orihime in Norway, and if we mouse over here, we can see the short snippet of that page. If we want to, we can click there and go there, so it's really convenient for navigation, for user experience, and overall pretty nice. Now we move on to the stats. Do you remember the stats that we assigned at the very beginning of the page using the set? It's the same thing, but easier to manage. Basically, when you have anything on your wiki with the stats that can be assigned to specific page name, for example, it can be a character with specific stats, attack, defense, etc. It can be equipment, it can be a weapon that have specific attack, durability, or something like that. It can be item that's producing something, and it can be input or output, production value, cost, anything. You can use the stat template for that. Pretty easy. It's mostly used in the tables because tables are nice. So instead of writing how you did over here with two lines, you use the template stat, then add the line, name of the stat, then add the line and the value of the stat. Make sure that the stat is written the same on all the pages. That will allow it to be consistent. And as always, I recommend using the same style as we use on all Game Vault websites, using the capital letter at the start. Alright, we're pretty much done with this page, but we are lacking some things. Let's take a look at the preview and see if everything is good. No, we don't have the image. So let's go get it. Everything else looks nice, and we will be ready to post this. So okay, for the main image, I recommend using the screenshots, or if you have an option to get something PNG transparent, you can use that. So we have option to use this picture, and we also have this picture. This is PNG with a transparent background, so it's way better. But when we started this, we didn't have those pictures. So basically, right now we either have to move to this one, and it looks good, I think it's nice. Or if you don't have access to something like that, if the game is pretty new, you can use a screenshot and crop things around Usually for the characters or for the items, we want to go for a bit of extra on the sides, something like this, a bit wider. Yeah, that will do. So we have a nice little picture over here that we can use as well. Up to you guys, but keep the wiki consistent. If people are using like screenshots, keep using screenshots, or you will have to eventually change everything to the PNG files. So I decided to use this one, and we will use the PNG file for additional things. But first, let's upload this file to make sure that we are finishing the page, right? Upload. It's done. Now let's do another test of the preview of the page. Something is wrong. Yeah, someone can't type. So it's no biggie. If you did a mistake, what you can do, I'm not sure if you guys can delete the files, but there is an option to delete it. You can request deletion. You can write in the Discord for request of file deletion, or you can move it. Usually you have to rely to deleting or moving it with the help of admins. That's why you want to make sure that you typed everything correctly. Yeah, there is an option to move file. It will do the redirect, so it's not really advised if you can't fix it right now. So let's delete this file. Mistype, and upload the right file. Alright, let's take a look at this page again. Review. No. Because it wasn't uploaded yet, so it have the warning that the kinda same file was deleted. It's okay because we did that. It doesn't kinda break the rules of the wiki, and now it's there, and now it's supposed to work. There we go, great. So we created a fantastic page, and it took us how long? 45 minutes. 45 minutes, and we got the new, big, huge page for the wiki with a lot of data. Let's save it. There we go. And I want to show you why do we want those stats. For example, we want to know which character have higher physical attack. Then we can go to the specific page, and here we will have all the characters and all the items that have this type of stat pulled from those pages if you assign the property. Can you imagine how useful is that for the bigger websites that have hundreds of pages, where you have a lot of info to store? That will allow you to really easily categorize the info and use those special pages to link information that you need. Here we have error with the icon because we haven't actually uploaded the file for those icons. But outside of that, we can see that for Nezuko, we have all the stats available here that have been pulled in this area. Another example of that will be factory building games, where you can actually select an item and make the list of items that will use that item, so we can assign where it's been produced at, what kind of resources it needs, and then you will see the recipes that uses the same type of items. So this is a very strong instrument with those stats, and if you want some help with adjusting it to your own wiki, let me know in the Discord, so I can kinda adjust it for you. We can think how to do that right. So now we have the last step left to add our new page on the assassin's character list, because she is mostly an assassin. In order to do that, we need additional picture, which is different from that one. In most wikis it's the same, but here the characters are very tall, and if we will use them for the thumbnail, it will show their middle part instead of the face part, so we want to have a different image here. If you want to know the image size that you need for specific part of the wiki, you can always just select and save image as, or open image in a new tab. You will see the full image that's being used. You can save that image. Where is it? Oh my god, this is not Chrome. There we go. You can save it. You can open that image with the Photoshop. That's not the Photoshop. Come on. Or whatever picture editor that you use. Okay, and that will show you the size of the picture that you need for the specific part of the website. So let's use this picture over here and replace that fella with the Mizuko. So we want her to look something like maybe a bit bigger. Something like that will do. And in this case, I would like to have the purple background, but in order to do that, we need to unlock the character in-game, because those screenshots are taken in-game when you select the character, but we don't have that, so we can use this one for now and replace the picture later. So let's export it, and considering the file format JPEG versus PNG, I recommend using JPEG for the files that have the background. If you have no background, PNG will be better option, because this file is smaller, it's 52 kilobytes, while PNG of the same type will be 200. So that's a significant difference, and the quality difference won't be that great. Let's get the new file. Thumbnail, there we go. And important moment, make sure to use the same type of files. If your website is using PNG over here, use PNG. If the website is using JPEG, use JPEG. Don't mix them up, otherwise it will be really confusing. So like, this file is PNG now, right? This file is JPEG, so that's why it's not nice to mix those up. But you can actually control that and assign the things that you need here. So let's edit the page, and we will move this card health template. You're already familiar with the help. You already are familiar with the templates, and basically here we just need to replace the name of the character. It's all very well structured, so it will work for us. Nezuko Kamado. Alright, we can copy this and paste it here, and let's do a preview. And we don't have the picture because it's PNG and we use JPEG. That's what I meant just a second ago. So we have to replace that. All right, show the preview. Not yet. Why? Oh, maybe because we didn't upload that. Let's see. Yep. So let's upload it. Let's refresh again. And bam, there we go. We got our new character here. And why do you want to add it last to the category? Because if the wiki is pretty new, it's just started, it's okay to mess those things up and make a messy design. But if it's already have some content, you don't want to have like missing pictures or some messed up stuff here. So it's really better first to create something and then put a link to it. That will make it work better. So there we go. That's how we created the character, or basically any page for Game Vault. So if you want to create more pages, you follow just the same scenario. You select the same type of page, copy code, import code. If you see the red link here, that means that this page doesn't exist, and it will ask you to create this page. So basically same stuff, and that's how you fill up the wiki with content. My advice would be creating different pages. So if something is really similar, for example, all characters have the same stats and same description, it will be not really good for Google. It will not like those pages. So you would like to add some unique information, maybe the lore, maybe the information, maybe the tips, anything. Different pages on the wiki should have different text basically, and that will allow Google to understand that those pages are different and properly index them and show them in the search results. So yeah guys, that's the basic of making the wiki pages. It can get really complicated from here, but that will allow you to start contributing if you don't know how to do that, like totally beginner's guide for contributing on Game Vault.